Good evening. I am just coming on because a couple of reasons, but I just want to come on for a little bit and share. So if you're watching the replay, please put hashtag replay in the comments so I can give you a proper shout out, right? If you are, if you have any questions, please feel free to put the questions in the comments. So let's get started. So tonight I just came off Facebook Live and I'm going on live here because today is Vision Board Day. So National Vision Board Day. So basically the midway point of January, and a lot of people are talking about creating their vision board, right? So if you are a person that likes creating vision boards, and I do, because I feel it is biblical, to create vision board, because you have to, you write it down, it goes before you to write the vision, make it plain, to those who see it will run with it. And if you were seeing it, you will run with it. So one of my friends in my circle, our vision is also to be 7 figures by a certain date. So, and she just hit her milestone, and I was celebrating her today. Her name is Abby Souffrant. I probably will tag her. I tag her. You see her on my page. I did a post about her that she just won her government contract, and I am so proud of her because she's a really hard worker, and I just want to give her flowers. We just recorded our podcast today, and I'm trying to make sure that it works. So the sound is okay. It's just that when we're recording, I did not have my headphones, which is I knew better. I usually have a wired headphones. I knew better about not recording with a headphone because of that feedback and avoiding getting that feedback. But anyways, we are going to make it work, and hopefully I can fix and rectify that problem, because her end, it came out okay. My end, I need to fix those little feedback issues that I had on my end. All right, so the real reason I'm going to put the link in the chat, and it's probably, I'm putting the link in the chat for those of you guys who are looking for it. I have created a boot camp that is focused on creating your program for the school. Now, the reason behind why I created this program is because if you look at the school system, a lot of teachers left the school system. Hi, Melise. So a lot of teachers left the school system, and part of the reason is teacher wellness is not a priority, and that's the big thing. Teacher wellness is not a priority, and that goes in mental wellness, physical wellness, and teacher wellness is not a priority. Hey, Carla. So because teacher wellness is not a priority, a lot of teachers are leaving the classroom. Hey. So, so today I had the recording, about that, and we were talking about, why is it not a priority? And we're looking into that, and then we're talking about entrepreneurship. So I just launched my 9-week boot camp teaching entrepreneurs how to create programs for the school. And it does not necessarily have to be school directly, like you're going physically to the school, but it's basically a program where you are supporting the school when because a lot of teachers are left this past school year. And after Christmas break, a lot of teachers left also. They're quitting, and they're making themselves a priority because they're seeing that they are able to make more money on the corporate end. And because of that, some of them are leaving, and it could be emotional wellness too. And the way things are in the schools are not, the same. And I've heard of a teacher that got shot by a 6-year-old. I would never think that. So you just that emotion, that trauma of hearing another teacher got shot by another student, and probably that your voice is not being heard when you are concerned about our students. It makes you want to leave. I had to deal with that trauma of leaving the school system. So I created a boot camp because there's ways as entrepreneurs, as people, that we can support the schools, support our children, support the teachers. That doesn't require you to go into school something, so there's different programs you can do, and the government have funding for it. The government have funding to allow you to support the schools. You just need to know how to go about to support a school, because you can imagine, if you look at your school and see how much teachers left the schools. Some students are being taught by substitutes or by out of field teachers. That's not their primary focus. I've been teaching math for 17 years, and it would be a devastation for me to go teach a kid science when I don't know the curriculum, and then they have to get tested on it. So it's really hard, you're not even given that space to plan for these students. And those same students who don't have a teacher, or probably have a sub half the year, have to go and take those standardized tests and expected to pass the test as if they had a teacher in the classroom. So now, how do you support your students, your children, when they don't have a teacher in the classroom? And this is where I have one of that solution. I taught a class last year to some entrepreneurs how they can support their schools, and how the school system are outsourcing majority of those things. And if you are well-versed, well skilled in that area, you can support them in that way. So our boot camp is more focused on creating an activity where you can either package it in a way to bring to the school system as an after-school program or a before-school program as a supplement, or as a kit to them, or it can also you can also not only to the school, but you can also do towards homeschooling parents. Since after COVID, homeschooling has skyrocketed. Even in my state, it's skyrocketed. So now you figure out, how do you support those parents? Because those parents took their kids out of the school system because they know they're not being supported, and they look for other activities. And as entrepreneurs, you are able to solve that problem. Business owners, you go to business because you see there's a problem. And because there's a problem, you want to solve that problem. So entrepreneurs solve problems. You have a skill in your hand. Whether it be teaching a language, whether it be teaching a thing that you're really good at in the corporate world that can translate to those students, and you can break it down to them. So I'm helping entrepreneurs take that skill, create a curriculum, create a program, create a product that can support the schools. So it's a 9-week program. In a 9-week program, the reason why I choose 9 weeks, because schools goes by 9 weeks. Right? By 9 quarters. And I wanted the entrepreneurs on my course to feel what it's like to go through a program in 9 weeks. So when you're creating your program should not be 9 weeks, because the first day of school, you don't know what you're doing, and you can see how it is. So we're going to go through all of that. The onboarding process, the graduation process. The program is meant to mirror the school in a way, but it's 9 weeks, right? And the curriculum is on the site, right? The curriculum is on the site of what we'll be talking about the whole week. So the first week, onboarding, welcome, it's a little bit longer, and we're talking about introduction, the entrepreneurship, how it relates to the government, how the government will pay for it, how it relates to the education system. We're going to go into deep with the built up in past of what opportunities there are for you. And then we're going to go, once I finish that first session, you should have bunch of notes, questions for me. So you should submit the questions so we can work on birthing your vision. You're going to decide what is that problem that the school is having that I can solve. And then we're going to take that problem and create a solution. And what's the solution? So we take your solution and we figure out, how do we birth it? How do we put it in a way that to whomever we present it to, they will be excited for it, right? So we go into that research and planning, and I'm providing you with resources every single class. If you took my how to work contract with the school system class, you know that class was fire. You know that all the reviews I got from it, a lot of people are saying it was fire. They keep on replaying because they want to hear it. So you're gonna take that program and you're gonna birth it from start to finish. You're gonna do market research, outreach. How are you gonna reach out to the community? I will talk about the contracts that the government have available for the school system. So if the program route doesn't work out for you, you will have a little taste of, okay, what does contracting with the government with the school system look like? Because the school system is an agency that outsources a lot of stuff. I remember I saw a contract with the school system where they wanted water bottles. I just saw one the other day. They wanted body armor for the school. And I'm like, what? They need armor for the school? Then you know why they need armor for the school? This is Broward schools. I'm thinking, okay, maybe it has something to do with what happened with that school shooting. You might need it for the teachers. I don't know. They might need it for bigger side. They might need to have don't know what it's for, but they're buying armor. I need to find a contract, and I'll probably show that contract maybe tomorrow or whenever I come back online. But they're looking for armor, body armor for the schools. And I was shocked about that. So we're going to go into that, and we're going to go and designing your program. How do you design it to make it flow? And then we're going to talk about the program development. How do we develop the program to make sure that it's complete and succinct? And then we're going to work on how to make sure that you implement it, how you evaluating. So most of these training might be like a 30-minute training, and I give you time for Q&A because I do want to give you time to ask your questions, right? And then we go on presentation design. So then I'm going to show you how to make it all pretty. How to make it all pretty to present to the schools, and to present to the parents, to present to whatever, whether it be a program for the students, whether it be a program for the teachers, whether it be a program for the custodian, whatever program you decide that you want to use to solve the problem, I will show you how to create a nice, pretty presentation. All right. Then that's one thing that teachers have. They're able to make it look fluffy and nice. Then we're going to go into growing and scaling. So once you have, hopefully by week 8, you have your program completed. So you will have your program completed. You're putting it together. The first part, you can go and write a pitch. So week 8 is when we're wrapping up and say, okay, how do I grow this? How do I scale it? How do I transform? What other things I can do with that program? So this is where, if you need to make products and services and stuff like that and whatnot, we are, I'm gonna share that with you. And then we go into week 9. Week 9 is our graduation process. You will get your certificate. You will have a reflection process. I'm gonna make it just like a whole presentation. If I can, I'm trying to find a guest speaker for the class, for our graduation, so you can have a guest speaker to encourage you as you go about your journey. So the bonuses that I provide as you register is you do have access to our private online community. So even after you finish your program, you will still have access to that community. You will still be able to ask your questions to that community. So you'll graduate to the alumni side of our program, so you're able to have access to the resources that you have, the replays that you have, and then you're able to continue your journey on that way. And then if I get Bootcamp 2.0, I'll let you know about that. And the alumni usually get a little, we'll see how that go with alumni. So then, the bonus trainings to every class will have some sort of technology integration or training. One thing teachers are good at is technology integration, because they always want us to integrate technology into the 21st century. I love playing with technology more than others. So I'm going to show you different technologies that you can use, and we're going to practice and play with them to make you sure that you're comfortable with them for those trainings. So within that bootcamp, I might say, okay, our training habit, if it goes over, say, hey, we're having another bonus training on that, and that is including your package. So whatever bonus training is available, if I have a time, hey, if you can pop on, you pop on. If you can't, the replay is there for you to watch for this bonus training. Or I might just do a recording, say, hey, screen, you can do this, and then when we have our next meeting, you can ask questions about that training. We also, all of our training will be recorded. So if you are not able to stay for that session, or you're going to miss a session, it will be recorded, so you won't miss it. And then, let's see. The next thing is you will have opportunity to practice pitching your program ideas to the community that you have. So whether it be to me or to you, practice doing that, because you need to be able to say what you're how you're going to talk about, how you're going to present it. So I want to hear your voice. So I want to hear you practice it. So you will have opportunity to do that. So just to present it, to share what your idea is. So you will have that opportunity to practice when you go and present it to a principal or to a coach or to anybody, a vendor, or you're speaking to a parent about the program. You have the wordings that you want to say, and I'm going to show you the key words that you need to use to grab their attention. Right now, those who are VIPs, what I'm offering for them is 4 things. First thing is one-on-one coaching, one-on-one coaching where I will provide them review and evaluation of their program. They will get personalized feedback on their program to how to develop it and how to implement it in their area. And then I will provide 3 additional Zoom session of support for them for Q&A. All right. And then once they graduate the program, and because I'm only going to write reviews once you graduate the program, I will promote it on social media and write a written review for your program. And that written review, you'll be able to use as, hey, Coach Marlene, this is a review, and you're able to use my credentials as of it. So yes, that's part of it. So there's different options. You can buy it in full, or you can get deposit in your security receipt, and then you will be invoiced, where you can pay it in full or in 2 different payments. The first, you get a deposit now, and then, you will get your invoice, and it will tell you when the deadline to pay the following ones. And, if you don't pay by a certain time, you might be locked out of the classroom. So you don't want to be locked out of the classroom for not paying your invoice. And so it will have a due date, and so that's when you need to do it. So the deposit is non-refundable. So if you once you get into it, you are able to apply the deposit to your final payment. All right. So if you have any questions, you just let me know. This replay, I will download it. It's going to be on my site for the program for people who have Q&A. If you do have Q&A, put it in the chat. I probably come back on live again and share about, answer your questions, because I really want to answer your questions. All right. So I hope you guys have a great day. Those who watch the replay, thank you for watching the replay. And see you soon. Remember, take the time, write your vision, see what your goal is, and you're able to accomplish your goal. All right. I'm Marlene Paul. I will see you guys another time. I don't usually come on. It's been a really interesting week with coming on, but God is good. God gave me strength to come on today, and I'll see. So yeah, you can put your questions in the comment until Thursday of next week. Friday and Saturday of next week, I'm taking it off for Family Matters. So one part of entrepreneurship, you can stop your calendar, and then I will probably come back on next Sunday too. So I don't know when I'm going to come back on. I might come back on tomorrow, or not tomorrow, maybe Monday, most likely Monday, or Tuesday is depending, because I have training all next week, clients and training, and so I am book and I just want to continue to praise God for that. All right, okay guys, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.